I think over the last few years, we've seen a fair number of sports facilities, arenas inserted, often very well, sometimes not so well in urban areas, not being built out in the suburbs surrounded by parking. We can learn lessons from how mass transit relates to that and all. There's a question that I won't twist into a positive one. It's fairly hostile, perhaps, I don't know, but I think it gets to the heart of how sports facilities work in residential neighborhoods, how people get there. Specifically, I'll read it. What specific steps have the arena architects taken to address the potential project in relation to the effects of an operating arena inside and its underlying residential neighborhood? What are the contextual and safety clues that relate to that?
Well, I try to hit a few highlights from my perspective, and having been a part of the development of a number of arenas, most of them in urban context. I think ultimately that the presence of the arena will help define this district as one of the special features, special attributes of the district. The fact that we are able to, and emboldened to do so by the planning guidelines here, is that the primary facades are really retail facades down at the street level, so they're literally accessible and active 9 to 5. I think that's a huge part in making the building a part of the community, not a foreign object, if you will. And this is such a very different arena in its planning and function compared to previous generations, where what you're presented with, and even the Conseco Fieldhouse, for example, that I use, is a building that does not meet grade with retail activity or transparency, which actually at sidewalk level is offices on one side and not active space on the other. So I think that all the gestures that have gone into the long-term planning for this facility really will make it a great arena in this context. And further, I think you couldn't ask for a better site in terms of the transit access and visibility for the building.